Hey guys, Bat7 here back from a video, and today we are here back on my Minecraft Gotham City world once again. And yeah, last video we looked at the stack deck building from the animated series, my favorite TV show of all time. And yeah, I built it like directly from the animated series. I was sure to include a lot of details, except for bathrooms. I had a comment that said, "You forgot bathrooms," and I was like, "Oh crap, I did." So I'll be sure to add that. But yeah, I basically remembered all the details except for bathrooms. But yeah, if you haven't seen that video, go check that out, as well as my Ace Chemicals video, and all the videos I've done on my first island, as well as my Wayne Manor and Batcave, which you can't even see because it's pretty far away. But yeah, lots of builds, lots of stuff I've reviewed on this world. So if you guys have not seen any of those videos, be sure to go on my channel and check out the playlist called Minecraft New Gotham City, and you'll find them all there. But before we begin the focus of today's video, I just want to show you guys, the progress of the island. I like to give you guys a nice overview of the whole island. And as you can see, I've been playing around with some stained glass, just kind of fixing some of the buildings up. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I should have a lot of videos in the next couple weeks for you guys. I'm hoping to get all this row of buildings done probably in the next 2 weeks. I'll have them done and uploaded for you guys in the next 2 weeks, which is really cool, really awesome, and I'm definitely excited to have that done for you guys. I know it's been a little bit slow lately, but I've been working quite hard. I've been doing secret projects, stuff like that, which has delayed me a little bit, and that's kind of why. But there will be more videos coming out quite soon, I promise. You can see I have been changing out quite a lot. I've been playing around with some designs, and I promise there will be a lot more videos in the upcoming weeks. So, now on to the focus of today's video, which is the Sionis steel mill. Probably really prefer it over my old Sionis steel mill. It's a lot more preferred. It's BATS approved now, and that's really awesome because honestly, before it was so plain. It was just walls. It was just stone brick walls. There was one big window. It was an oval. I was just playing around with stuff trying to see what worked, and that did not work. It didn't look good on the building at all, and I decided to change it. And this design, believe it or not, came from the most simplest thing you could ever imagine. Basically, I like putting beacons on the outside of my factories, and the only thing besides that weird window, that oval window I had in the center, was beacons and a door. And all I did to make this design was just separate the beacons with these pillars, and I went up to about here, and I started putting the stairs down, and I was like, hey, what if I just keep going up? That was it. I just started going up, and then I just started playing around with it, and then suddenly I had the front done. I added in windows, and I was like, oh cool, it's done. Then I just started adding it to all the different sides, and I was like, I like this. This looks nice. Alright, awesome. And it just gave me this factory sort of feel to it. So yeah, it just comes from the simplest stuff, guys. Some ideas, it's right in front of you. You just have to do something very simple, just kind of play around with it until you get it. So, very cool. Right here, this sign is different. It used to be blue, and I changed it to white because I always thought the Sionis sign was blue, but my good buddy Gotham at 759, we were talking, and he said that he knew for a fact that in the Arkham games, the sign was white. And I remember that being white as well in the Arkham games. I remember the sign being white. But for some reason, I always thought there was an adaptation of Batman where the Sionis steel mill, the sign was blue. Now, I could be completely wrong. I could be just, shot in the dark. But that's always what I thought. So I decided to change it because I didn't actually have any proof that there was a sign that was blue. Now, I could have just went and did my own thing. But I figured it'd be better just to go a little bit from at least one bit of source material, so I decided to make it white. Now, I'm not basing this directly off the Arkham games or anything. I do take inspiration from them, of course, because that Sionis steel mill is amazing, but I don't directly base my building off it or anything, so just keep that in mind in case any of you guys are like, this doesn't look like the Arkham building. Why do you mention the Arkham City Sionis steel mill then? I just mentioned it because of the sign. That's pretty much it. And I actually made the stained glass white to match the sign as well, which is quite cool. So that's pretty nice. It also makes it like very unique as well because on my Daggett building over there, these two are the only signs that are white. So a lot of the other ones are very colorful, and this kind of makes it very unique for this island as well, which is quite nice. The sides over here pretty much the same as the front, except there's no door, obviously. And the only thing that bothers me is this sidewalk here. It's a 1-block sidewalk, and it's the same thing over here. If I can get past this little traffic light here. Same thing here over on my Ace Chemicals building, and that's basically because I didn't account for the kind of this design popping off the building like it did. Same for my Ace Chemicals building. I didn't expect the designs to kind of, come off the building like it did, and I didn't want to, make the building go in by 1 block. That would just be so annoying, and I didn't really feel like, I was in the mood to do it. So I just kind of made it kind of pop out, and I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's just like a little nitpick that I'm doing here, but yeah, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of people walking around the industrial district anyway, so I don't have to worry about a lot of people walking around the Sionis steel mill, so I don't think it's a big deal. We're coming to the back now. Biggest change out of all the sides. As you can see, there's a giant window here. This actually, you can look into Roman Sionis' office, which is quite cool. I'm thinking about changing this because it's so big and the white doesn't look as nice as it does on the smaller windows. So I may change it to gray so he can see out easier. It'd be nice if he could see out to the docks a little bit better, which is actually not done. But yeah, it'd be nice if he could actually see out to the docks a little bit easier. The only thing that's keeping me from changing it is really that the window looks like it's all kind of steamed up, like fogged up from all the heat in the building. And obviously there's going to be a lot of heat in there. There's lava and stuff in there and everything, smelting down steel and stuff like that. And that's just what really kept me from changing it. But if you guys want me to change it, let me know in the comment section below. If you want me to keep it, also let me know in the comment section below. Right here, there's a patch where there's no windows. Basically, it's where the elevator is, and I didn't want to put a window here because you can't put ladders or anything on glass, so that's why there's no window there, if anyone was wondering. We come down here now. This is like a little sewer tunnel that is built just for the Sionis steel mill. Honestly, I really just built it for Batman to enter in. That was all I really wanted to do with it. I thought it looked cool, and Batman actually has a couple of sneaky ways to get into this building, and that's kind of what I wanted. So I decided to make like a little sewer entrance right here for Batman. And you kind of got this old watering hole down here, which leads right to the ocean. I just like how this looks, especially on the docks. It has a nice touch to it, and it just looks nice. So what I'm actually going to do is for this little mini sewer, I guess you can call it right here, I'm actually going to add that to this sewer right here. Like I'm going to connect them. And I might actually make this one a little bit taller, and so it can kind of, match up with this one. And I might do that. I think that'd be quite cool. Or I might just keep this the same size and just connect it up anyway. It doesn't really matter. But either way, it's going to connect up to the main sewer of the island, and it'll look pretty cool, hopefully. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so if anyone was wondering, any of the people who knew about my sewer system down here were wondering, yes, I am going to connect them. So that will be quite cool once I get that done. Now we're going to move on to this side. Same as the other side, except a little bit different. This side is different just because it's like a little shipping area here. You've got some doors here. And this is quite nice. I like how some of them are open and some of them are closed. I just decided to go random with it and just make, some open, some closed. I may actually go and change that over here by my Ace Chemicals building and change that up so that's the same sort of way. And I just like how it looks, especially since this middle one's open quite a lot. It's like the biggest door. It's open fully, which is nice. You can just walk right in if you need to. And that's quite cool. And we got this giant truck right here which ships out stuff. It's not really that giant, but it's pretty big. It's pretty long. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, that's all the sides, guys. I think we're going to go up to the top now. I already talked about the sign. Up here we have like 3 big chimneys, and that's like the main part of the roof. I mean, there's some like fans up here too, but I mean the chimneys are the main focus of the roof. I've also got some ventilation shafts out here as well, and those look pretty nice. I gotta say, this is actually the other way Batman can sneak into the Sionis steel mill. A little bit of inspiration from the Arkham Gauge, as you can see, because obviously Batman jumps down the chimney and stuff and sneaks in that way in Arkham City, so that's quite cool. So I kind of put my own little touch onto it, and we'll see that as we go down there, which we're going to do right now, because if I go through the front door, I'm going to forget about this. I will guarantee it. So I'm going to go right through here, and we'll just have a look here, and we'll breeze through this. Now it's funny because we're in an exhaust vent. Anyway, So this is the one chimney over here, and this is the other one over here. Now it looks like there should be like a hole right here, and you're right, there was supposed to be. I decided against it though, because I only wanted one main hole into the building. It looked better, and it looked better for crawling around and stuff in here too. So what I decided to do is just have one main hole right here connecting to the building, and just, you know, leave these ones covered up. And on the outside though, I decided to keep it because it looked nice on the outside, to keep the like, made it look like you could go down 3 separate ways, but you can't actually inside. So now we're gonna drop down, and hopefully I don't fall through the bars. There we go. And there's even more little secret entrances. So you can enter through here. This is one viewing area on one side next to Roman Sionis' office up above, and this is the other viewing area. So you can enter on both sides, and Batman can get close to Roman. So that's quite cool. We're gonna drop down in here now, and I don't know where to begin. Oh God, where are we gonna go? I think we're gonna start with this conveyor belt. It's pretty simple. You just kind of, you know, you put whatever you're gonna put on the conveyor belt. It goes down, gets smelted, comes back out. And to be honest, guys, I don't really know how a steel mill works. I'm gonna be honest. I googled it, and the wiki page was pretty complicated. So I'm just gonna assume I know what's going on here. So something gets smelted. I think steel, you know, gets smelted or something. That's my best guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's what it is. And you can also see this is actually where the sewer entrance is. But the other side actually got blocked because of the next thing I'm going to look at, which is I used to have a conveyor belt here. Here's proof. I did, but I changed it to a loading area, like a little loading area to load the shipments and stuff onto trucks. So I decided to get rid of the old conveyor belt. I used to have one on each side, but I decided just to keep one because I really wanted a loading area here. So yeah, that's why the sewer entrance one inside the tunnel was like lit up, because like light was coming through, and one was dark because the other one's covered up here. So I had to change that. But yeah, at least there's one that's actually working. So you can enter through here, through the sewers, if you want to. Batman can be all sneaky. But yeah, so loading area, we already kind of talked about that. What else? Oh yeah, we have the giant bucket here. This is actually quite interesting of a story, why there's iron trap doors here. Basically, the stained clay used to catch on fire. Now, it wouldn't like burn and disappear, but it just catch on fire just to be annoying. Because lava does that. It just catches the block next to it on fire, which I hate. So I decided to put some iron trap doors here just to kind of keep it from catching on fire. So that's kind of why these are here. And it doesn't look that bad. It looks alright. But I'd rather have it completely open. But like I said, it's really annoying just to look up and see a bucket full of lava on fire. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. So I just decided to cover it up because I was really annoyed with it. We've got this giant crane holding it here, which can go back and forth along the wall, as you can see. Quite nice. And yeah, giant crane. Also down here by the conveyor belt, we have some worker uniforms. I didn't know where to put these. I was going to put them in one of these rooms, but the rooms were too small. And you know, the wall was, there's a lot going on that wall up there. We'll see it more once we get up there, but there's a lot more design going up on the walls up there. So I decided to put it down here because this wall was free. But yeah, this is it for now. I was gonna originally have this wood, but it looks so out of place because everything here is stone brick. So if you guys don't really like the way this little I don't know what you call it, like uniform rack, I guess, looks, yeah, I'm not a super big fan of it, but I kind of wanted to have it here. Just, you know, to have some uniforms. It's just to fill up wall space, really. But if you guys have any suggestions for me, let me know. But like I said, I tried wood for this, like to make it out of wood, and it just looks so out of place. Plus, it'd probably catch on fire because, I mean, lava. So, yeah. What next? We have some viewing areas. We'll get to them in just a second. You can see there's a little door there. You can go down and actually get inside the viewing areas. Once again, to fill up wall space. And another thing to fill up wall space is the Sionis letters, which I think just looks nice inside a factory. I've never actually put the name of a establishment or factory inside the actual building, which is quite cool. So I might start doing this a little bit more. It looks quite nice, so I'm pretty happy with it. And because I made the letters white outside, I was able to actually make the letters smaller and make them out of quartz again on the inside, and use half slabs and stuff to make it a lot smaller. So quite cool. Alright, I think we're going to head up here now. What I like about these doors actually is that they look very old and rusty, and it just kind of gives this sort of old factory feel to it. But moving on, we're actually going to look at this control panel now. This is basically just to control the crane. I had the idea that each control panel would do like a different thing. So maybe one would actually control the movement of going back and forth, and one would control the movement of sliding this way, like right to left. So I just kind of thought that'd be kind of cool. Or maybe even one could control like the crane, like the claw, maybe like it opens or something. So that's quite cool. You got two control panels here. And now we're going to enter these rooms. This is why I couldn't put the worker uniforms here. They got like this nice cobblestone wall pattern here, which I like. And I've also got some windows here, which I can't get rid of because they have to be there for the outside and stuff. So I decided just to keep them empty. And I'm going to get you guys to comment down below what you think they should be. I was thinking like a bathroom or something, but then again, if it's, a worker's out there, you could just look up and just see someone using the bathroom. It's not very private. And I do like these windows here, so maybe I can cover them up or something, I don't know, but I would rather have these windows here. So if you guys have any ideas, preferably I'd rather have them with the windows, actually here. But if you guys suggest that I should cover it up and maybe make a bathroom or something, I'll understand. Maybe I'll work through it and figure it out. But yeah, so now we're going to come in and go through here. This is just a little viewing area here. Pretty nice, pretty simple, pretty cool. We don't have to go to the other side because, it just looks exactly like that one. So we won't need to go on that side over there. And up here, the room's pretty much the same, except there's no door going to a viewing area. So pretty cool. Now we're going to go all the way up here into Roman Sionis' office. Now this doesn't have much because I didn't really know what to put in here. I wasn't really sure on what should go here. So this is where you guys come in once again, helping me out. Some of these videos, guys, I upload them to you guys not just to show them off to you guys, but for also help as well. Sometimes I need help designing some of the stuff, and that's where I ask, for your comments. And some people do like to help me, like they ask to help me on my world and stuff. But I would rather you guys comment for me and I build it myself. That's just my preference. But yeah, so if you guys really want to help on this world, be sure to comment and let me know some of the stuff that I should do. But yeah, I had this nice chair here. It looks quite nice, pretty cool, and you can actually look over the factory, look down through. Not really that great of a view, but we're gonna pretend there is. But yeah, we also had this black mask here, referencing because he is Black Mask, of course. We got some filing cabinets on each side, but that's basically as far as I've got. I might make these windows, like this window, smaller and make them into like smaller windows. Like I might make those pillars actually go up and make this a smaller window, or I might keep it as a bigger window. I don't know, and maybe that might give me more room to add stuff, because I was thinking about adding tables or something here. With this big window, I feel kind of restricted, so I may have to switch this up a little bit. I don't know yet, but like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do in this room, let me know. Comment section below. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on over here. Not much going on here. More viewing areas to look down over the factory itself, or the steel mill itself, I should say. And yeah, nothing really going on here. Here's the little air vent ports, I guess you can call them. Is ports like the entrances, like exhaust vent ports? Is that? I don't know. Basically, that's where you enter from. But yeah. So that's pretty much the whole factory, guys. I know the Roman Sionis office was a little bit anticlimactic because nothing really was up there. Like, there's nothing going on up there. But I want you guys to comment and give me ideas. I got as far as the Black Mask Easter egg, but I couldn't really think of anything else. So if you guys have any ideas for me about anything I asked you guys to give me ideas for, or even anything else, any other stuff, be sure to comment down below and give me some ideas. As well, if you enjoyed this video and you like the build, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content. That would be awesome. Next video, I can say for a fact, is going to be the light and power building. The outside definitely needs a lot of work, but hopefully it'll be done quite soon for you guys. And then after that, I have a bunch of buildings done pretty much for you guys to look at, and I'm really excited to show you. This is going to be the only thing holding us back, so this may delay us for a little bit to get all these videos out. But once this video comes out, I think we'll be rolling pretty good with some videos. So that's quite cool. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I am Bat0867, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out.